Welcome students, welcome to solid mechanics class. We are in the deflection of beam chapter. In the previous lectures we have already derived the deflection equation of beam, and we have also derived the expression of deflection and the slope expression in case of cantilever beam, concentrated load at the free end, and also the cantilever of length L carrying concentrated load at a distance A from the fixed end, and cantilever of length L carrying uniformly distributed load of M per unit run over the whole length using the double integration method. So in this lecture we are going to derive the cantilever of length carrying UDL of M per unit run at a distance A from the fixed end, and the cantilever of length L with a moment applied at the free end, and cantilever of length L carrying a distributed load when intensity varying uniformly from 0 at the free end and M per unit run at the fixed end, this kind of thing. Okay, so let's start. So case 4 is a cantilever of length L carrying UDL of M per unit run for a distance A from a fixed end. Okay, so as you can see, this is a cantilever beam AB, and UDL is situated on the cantilever beam from point A to point C. Okay, at a distance small a. Okay, and the UDL is M per unit run. The total length of the cantilever is L. So the slope at point C is theta C. So now we are going to take a section between A and C, that is x section at a distance small x from the fixed point A. So the moment at this section, one second, so the moment at this section is mx, m suffix s is equals to minus m into a minus x whole square by 2. So this is the moment. So from the deflection equation we can write ei d2y dx2 is equals to minus m a minus x whole square by 2. Okay, so now for slope, to find out the slope we have to integrate this equation. So by integrating we get, that is ei dy dx is equals to m by 2 into a minus x cube by 3. Okay, so this will be 3 plus c1. Okay, where c1 is the integrating constant, or we can simply say it's a constant, where c1 equals to constant. Okay, so now the boundary conditions at point A is, so at point A x value is 0, as well as the value of dy dx is also 0. So by substituting these boundary conditions into this above equation, we get the value of c1. So now the c1 value is minus m a cube by 6. This is the value of c1. So we can write, that is ei dy dx is equals to m a minus x cube by 6 minus m a cube by 6. Okay, so this is equation 1, and this equation is known as the slope equation. This equation is known as the slope equation. So to find out the slope at point C, we have to substitute the value of x. So at point C, the value of x is a. At point C, the value of x is a, and so we can write theta c, that is dy dx, is equals to nothing but minus m a cube by 6 ei, m a cube by 6 ei. So this is the slope expression. Okay, also we can write that is equals to theta b. That means the slope at point B is, this is equals to the slope at point B. Also we can write that is equals to minus WA square by 6 EI. WA square by 6 EI, where the W is M into A, where W is the total load, and W equals to UDL, uniformly distributed load, into the length A. Okay, that is WA square by 6 EI. So now to find out the deflection at point C or at point B, we have to integrate equation number 1. So from equation number 1, so by integrating equation number 1, by integrating equation number 1, we get that is EI into Y is equals to minus m by 2 into a minus x to the power 4 by 12 minus w a cube by 6 into x, okay, plus c2, where c2 is the constant, integrating constant. C2 equals to constant. So again at point by substituting the conditions of point 1, so at point A, the value of x is 0 and the value of y is also 0. So we get the value of C2 is equals to m a to the power 4 by 24. This is the value of C2, m a to the power 4 by 24. So now by substituting the value of C2 into the above equation, into this equation, we get that is EI into Y is equals to m by 2 a minus x to the power 4 by 12 minus m a cube by 6 into x plus m a to the power 4 by 24. So this is the equation number 2, and this equation is known as the deflection equation. This equation is known as the deflection equation. This is equation number 2. Now, to find out the deflection at point C, or at point to find out the deflection at point C, we have to substitute the value of x. So at point C, the value of x is a. So we can write ei yc is the deflection at point C, is a minus x by 12, that is 0, so that becomes w a to the power 4 by 8, that is ei into yc, m a to the power 4 by 8, or yc equals to minus m a to the power 4 by 8 ei, or we can write that is minus waq by 8 ei, where we know that w equals to m into a. W is the total load. Okay, so from the geometry of the figure, we know that the length c dash is equals to the length bd. Okay, we know that, and this deflection, that is cc dash is equals to bd, is equals to this, that is m a to the power 4 by 8 ei. So we can write that is equals to yc, the deflection at point C. So to find out the total deflection, first we have to find out the deflection from D to B dash. Therefore, from D to B dash, okay, from D to B dash will be C dash D into tan theta C. So that is equals to C dash D is equals to B into C into tan theta into theta C, because theta C is very small, so we can write that tan theta C is nearly equals to theta C. Okay, so B dash D or dB dash, whatever, that is equals to L minus A, the length of B to C is L minus A, into theta C. Theta C value is, the value of theta C is minus M A cube by 6 EI, minus M A cube by 6 EI, or we can write that is minus M A cube into L minus A by 6 EI. This is the length of B to B dash to D, or D to B dash. Okay, so the total deflection, at point B, that is YB. So the total deflection at point B is YB, that is equals to B to D plus D to B dash, B to D plus D to B dash, that is equals to minus M A to the power 4 by 8 EI minus M a cube into L minus a by 6 ei. So this is the total deflection, okay, at point B. So the slope and deflection at point B is theta B equals to minus m a cube by 6 ei, or we can write in terms of total load, that is minus wa square by 6 ei, and the deflection at point B, that is yb, the value of yb is minus m a to the power 4 by 8 ei minus m a cube into L minus a by 6 ei. So in terms of total load, we can write minus wa cube by 8 ei minus wa square into L minus a by 6 ei. This is the total deflection at point B. So this is the slope and deflection, the expression of slope and deflection at point B in case of UDL of a span A from the fixed end, okay, and which A is less than the L, the total length, okay. In the case number 5, we have to find out the cantilever of length L carrying a UDL of m per unit run on a part of a span from the free end, from a free end. So this is a beam, cantilever beam AB from the free end, that means from at point B there is a UDL. This is the UDL, okay, this is a m per unit run. This is the UDL, okay, and the span of this UDL is L minus a, because after this span, this length is L, this length is a, and the total length is L. So a minus L, L minus a, this, that is L minus a, this span is the UDL span, okay, and the deflection at point B is yb, and the slope at point B is theta b, okay. So now we have already seen the previous two cases of UDL. One second. The UDL over the whole span, this is a UDL over the whole span, okay, so this span is of length L, and this is the UDL over a span A from the fixed end, okay. So our case is this, the UDL from a free end at a span, and so we have to find out the slope and the deflection. We just have to subtract from the total deflection, that means yb1, this deflection for the UDL of the entire length is yb1, and the UDL and the deflection for UDL at a span A from the fixed end is yb2. So to find out the deflection for the first case, that means UDL from the free end at a span L minus a, we have to just subtract, that is yb1 minus yb2. We have to subtract this deflection minus this deflection, so we get this one, okay. Similarly, to find out the slope, we have to subtract theta b2 from the theta b1, and we get this theta b, okay, as shown in this equation, that is theta b equals to theta b1 minus theta b2. Similarly, yb is equals to yb1 minus yb2, okay. By subtracting this theta and the y, we get the resultant theta b, the slope, and yb, the deflection, okay. So from the previous articles we have, that is theta b1 is equals to m L cube by EI, and YB1 is minus m L to the power 4 by 8 EI. Similarly, theta B2 is m A to the power 3 by 6 EI, and YB2 is minus, one second, m A to the power 4 by 8 EI plus m A cube by 6 EI into L minus A, this thing. Okay, so now the slope at point B, so therefore the value of theta B is equals to theta B1 minus theta B2, so that is equals to minus m L cube by 6 EI minus of minus m A cube by 6 EI. So the resultant value of theta B is minus m by 6 EI into L cube minus A cube. So this is the value of theta B, or the slope. Okay, and to find out the deflection, resultant deflection, that is YB is equals to YB1 minus YB2. So now I'm going to substitute the value of YB1, that is equals to minus m L to the power 4 by 8 EI minus of minus m A to the power 4 by 8 EI plus m A to the power cube by 6 EI into L minus A. Okay, so by simplifying this equation, we get, I'm just going to write the final expression. Okay, that is minus m by 24 EI. This is the final expression I am writing, into 3L to the power 4 minus 4L A cube plus A to the power 4. So this is the final expression of YB. So that means for a case that is cantilever of length L carrying a UDL of m per unit run on a part of a span, that is from the free end, the slope and deflection is, therefore slope and deflection the slope and deflection is at point B. So the value of theta B is equals to minus m by 6 EI into L cube minus A cube by yb is equals to minus uh, m by 24 ei into 3 l to the power 4 minus 4 l aq plus a to the power 4. So this is the expression for slope and deflection at point B. This is a case number 6. In this case, a cantilever of length L with a moment is applied at a free end. That means AB is the cantilever beam and M is the moment which is applied at the free end, and the length of the cantilever is L. So we have taken a section, that is XX section, from the fixed end at a distance x. Okay, so the moment at point x is the moment at point x, that is m suffix s, x is equals to minus m. This is the moment at point x. Okay, so we can write from the deflection equation, that is ei into d2y dx2 is equals to minus m. Okay, ei d2y dx2 equals to minus m. So by integrating for slope, so by integration we get ei dy dx, ei dy dx is equals to, sorry, ei dy dx is equals to minus mx, m into x plus c1, where this c1 is the integrating constant or nothing but a constant. Okay, so now we are going to apply the boundary conditions. So at point A, so at point A, the value of x is 0, and also the value of slope, that is dy dx, is also 0. So we get the, by applying these boundary conditions into the above equation, we get the value of c1 is also 0. This is the value of c1. Okay, so by substituting the value of c1, we get ei dy dx is equals to minus m into x. Okay, so this is the equation number 1, and this equation is known as slope equation. This equation is known as the slope equation. So at point B, the value of x is L. So we can write, that is dy dx, or the dy dx value is theta b, is equals to minus m into L by ei, minus m into L by ei. So again, by integrating the equation number 1, so from equation 1, by integrating the equation 1, we get ei into y is equals to minus m x square by 2 plus c2, where c2 is the integrating constant or simply constant. Similarly, again we have to substitute the boundary conditions. So at point A, x value is 0 as well as the y value is 0. So therefore we get C2 value is 0. So we can write that is EI into y is equals to minus mx square by 2. This is equation number 2. This equation is known as the deflection equation. This equation is known as the deflection equation. Okay. So now at point B, the x value is L. So at point B, the value of x is L. So we can write YB is equals to minus m L square by 2 EI. Okay. So the value of slope, the expression of slope and deflection at point B is, therefore slope and deflection, the slope and deflection at point B theta b equals to, this is the slope equation, the slope expression ml by ei, and yb is minus ml square by 2 ei. So this is the expression for slope and deflection at point B. This is a case number 7 where a cantilever of length L carrying a UDL, when the intensity varies uniformly from the 0 at the fixed end, at the free end, 0 at the free end, and m per unit run at the fixed end. Okay, so that means as shown in this figure, this is a cantilever AB, this is a cantilever AB of length L, and the intensity of the cantilever, the maximum intensity is m at the fixed end, and at the free end the intensity is 0, the load intensity. So we have taken a section, that is XX section, this is the X section. We have taken a XX section at a distance x from the fixed end, and the total length of the cantilever is L. Okay, so the deflection of the cantilever is this. One second. So this diagram, the bottom diagram, shows the deflection. So the bottom diagram shows the deflection of the cantilever. This bottom diagram shows the deflection of the cantilever. Okay, the deflection is YB at the free end. Okay, so at the section XX, which we have taken at a distance x from the fixed end, the intensity of load is m by L into L minus x. The intensity of load at the section XX is m by L into L minus x, and at the fixed end the intensity of load is m. So the moment at point x is, so the moment at point x is mx is equals to half of L minus x, because we have taken the distance from the free end. Okay, we have taken the section from the fixed end is at a distance x. So from the free end, the section xx, the distance of the section xx is L minus x. So that's why mx equals to half of L minus x into, sorry, this will be minus half of L minus x into the intensity of load at point XX section, that is m by L into L minus x into L minus x by 3, because this is the CG distance, okay, the center of gravity distance of that triangle. So that becomes minus m into L minus x cube minus L into minus m into L minus x cube by 6L. This is the value of mx, okay. So from the deflection equation we can write that is equals to ei d2y dx2, that is equals to minus m into L minus x cube by 6L, okay. So now by integrating this above equation, so by integrating this equation, we get ei dy dx is equals to plus m into L minus x to the power 4 by 24L plus C1, okay, where C1 is the integrating constant, or simply C1 is a constant. So at point A, the value of x is 0, as well as the value of dy dx is also 0. So we get value of C1 is equals to minus ml cube by 24. Okay, so this is the value of C1. So our equation will be, that is ei dy dx is equals to m into L minus x to the power 4 by 24L minus ml cube by 24. So this is the equation number 1. This equation is the slope equation. So now again at point B, so at point B the value of x is L, therefore theta B is equals to dy dx, theta B equals to dy dx, and that is equals to minus ml cube by 24. This is the value of 24 ei. So this is the value of slope at point B. This is the expression of slope at point B, okay. So now to find out the deflection, we have to integrate the equation number 1. So from equation number 1 we get ei into y is equals to minus m L minus x to the power 5, L minus x to the power 5 by 120L, okay, by 120L minus ml cube, once again ml cube by 24 into x plus C2. where C2 is the constant. So when at point A, the value of x is 0 as well as the value of y is also 0. So we get the value of C2. The value of C2 is m L to the power 4 by 120. Now by substituting the value of C2 into this above equation, okay, we get EI into y, sorry, EI into y into equals to minus m L minus x to the power 5 by 120 L minus m L cube into x by 24 plus m L to the power 4 by 120. This is the equation number 2. Okay, this equation is known as the deflection equation. This equation is known as the deflection equation. So at point B, so at point B the value of x is L. So we can write the deflection, that is YB, by substituting the value of x into this equation. We get YB is equals to, sorry, EI into YB is equals to, that becomes 0 minus m L to the power 4 by 24 plus m L to the power 4 by 120. So that becomes minus m L to the power 4 by 330, or the value of YB becomes minus m L to the power 4 by 30 EI, minus m L to the power 4 by 30 EI. So the slope and deflection at point B is theta B equals to m L cube by 24 EI, and YB is minus m L to the power 4 by 30 EI. Case number 8 is a cantilever of length L carrying a distributed load DL, distributed load, not uniformly distributed load, whose intensity varies uniformly from 0 at the fixed end and to m per unit run at the free end. So as shown in this figure, the intensity of load is 0 at the fixed end, that means at point A, and is maximum, that means m per unit run, which is maximum at the fixed end, at the free end, that is at point B. So at the free end the load intensity is maximum, at the fixed end the load intensity is 0. Okay, so this is a triangular shape load. So the deflection, so for in this case the deflection at point B is nothing but the YB is the deflection at point B, which is nothing but the deflection at B due to the UDL of m per unit run over a whole span. UDL is the uniformly distributed load of m per unit run over the whole span, minus the deflection at point B due to a distributed load where the intensity varies uniformly from the 0 at the free end and to m per unit run at the fixed end. So this is the deflection. This is the deflection at point B. So we can write one second, YB is equals to m L to the power 4 by m L to the power 4 by 8 EI, this is YE, minus m L to the power 4 by 30 EI. So that becomes 11 by 120 m L to the power 4 by EI. 11 by 120 m L to the power 4 by EI. Okay, so this is the expression for deflection for this kind of load. Okay, so let's do a small numerical. As shown in this figure, this is a cantilever beam of 1 meter, that means 2 meter length. So from the free end there is a UDL of 3 kilonewton per meter unit run, and the span of this UDL is 1 meter from the free end, and there is a point load is acted at the free end also. The value of modulus of elasticity is 10.5 giganewton per meter square. The width of the beam is 150 millimeter and depth is 300 millimeter. So we have to find out the deflection at the free end. So first let's write L equals to 2 meter. The value of B is 150 mm, that means 0.15 meter. The value of D, the depth is 300 mm, that means 0.3 meter. So the moment of inertia, once again, the value of E is 10.5 giganewton per meter square. So the moment of inertia I value, the value of I is B dq by 12. So by substituting the value of B and D, that means 0.15 into D is 0.3 q by 12, we get the value of moment of inertia is 337.5 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter to the power 4. So this is the value of moment of inertia. So now to find out the deflection at the free end for UDL. Okay, so that is Y for UDL, deflection for UDL. Okay, so the formula for UDL is m by 24 EI into 3L to the power 4 minus 4L a cube plus a to the power 4. Okay. One thing, the value of A is 1 here. The value of A is 1 meter and the value of L is 2 meter. Okay. So now by substituting the value of M, another thing, the value of M is 3 kilonewton per meter. So let's substitute all these values. E and I value already we have known. So we get 3 by 2 into, let's convert it into Newton, and you got 3. E value is 10.5 into 10 to the power 9, because that is giganewton per meter square. I value is 337.5 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 3 into L to the power 4, that means 2 to the power 4 minus 4 into L into 1 cube plus 1 to the power 4. So So we get the deflection for UDL, YUDL is nothing but 1.443 millimeter. I have converted into millimeter. This one gives the meter, but I have converted into the millimeter. Okay. So now the deflection for this is the deflection, that is 1.443 millimeter. I have converted into millimeter from the meter. Okay. So now to find out the deflection for point load. So point load is WLQ. The expression is WLQ by 3EI. Okay. So the value of W, that means the point load, is 1.5 kilonewton. So into 10 to the power 3. L is 2, Q by 3 into 10 to the 10.5 into 10 to the power 9, because E is in terms of giga Newton per meter square, so that is 10 to the power 9, into I value is 337.5 into 10 to the power minus 6. So that becomes I'm going to convert it into, this value is in meter, so I am going to convert it into millimeter. So that becomes 1.128 millimeter. Okay. So the total deflection, that is equal to deflection in case of UDL plus deflection in case of point load. So that becomes 1.443 plus 1.128. So that becomes 2.75 mm. This is the total deflection. Okay. So this is the value of total deflection for that kind of situation. So in this lecture we have learned about the different cantilever cases. That means the UDL from the fixed end, the UDL from the free end, and the moment at a point free end, and also varying load, that is 0 at free end and maximum at fixed end. Also the varying load is 0 at fixed end and maximum at free end. Okay, in the next lecture we will learn about the simply supported beam, how to solve the deflection in case of simply supported beam using this double integration method. Okay, thank you.